I discovered Daniel Tolson through a network marketing company that I was part of, and I started listening to calls that he offered, and from there I ended up signing up for a 1-day course, then a 3-day course, then a 5-day course, and then changing my whole career. Just to sort my life out. I was in a very bad place, mentally, physically. I hated my job, I wasn't enjoying life outside of work, and it was a personal development journey that I had started, really enjoyed the beginning of and wanted to sort of take it to the next level. I think firstly I didn't know very much about personal development at the time, and he was the person giving me the information, but there was a certain, as a qualified coach I can say this, there was a rapport there. I felt a connection to him, I liked his style, I liked what he was saying. So yeah, it was a relationship that had kind of built, long distance through social media, and it was something that I was like, yeah, I can see myself working with this guy and getting the breakthroughs that I need. Oh, where to start? I've sorted out a lot of my mental issues. I've sorted out a lot of my health issues. I've quit the job I hate, and I've completely retrained to be a coach in order to make my life the very best that it can be and help others have the same amazing life transformations, I think would be the word. Financially, I'm on the way to having a business that is more successful than I ever imagined possible a year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, probably in my whole life. So obviously that makes a big impact on my life and my quality of life. Non-financially, I never imagined that 18 months, 2 years ago, that I could be in this position, that I could actually be enjoying life, be relatively pain-free most of the time, that I'd be out traveling the world, having this confidence that I haven't had for over 20 years. Working with Daniel, it's a bit of a roller coaster. Predominantly it's absolutely fantastic. The value that is provided is phenomenal. The support is just above and beyond anything. I've done a lot of training courses in my life. I'm a bit of a qualification junkie, and certainly the most valuable ones I've done have been with Daniel by a long stretch. And the follow-up package, so keeping you accountable ongoing after your course, you're not just sort of released into the wild to sort of sink or swim. For somebody like me who likes the detail and get the system up and running, has been hugely valuable. You do get bollockings, don't get me wrong on that. I've had a few big tellings off, and whilst they kind of hurt in your heart at the time, you know it's coming and you know you deserved it, and you get up and sort it out and get on with it again. So it's good knowing that they're, you can tell when one's coming because you know you haven't done it. So you're being held accountable, and then eventually you start to go, shit, I don't want to get into trouble now, so I'm going to actually go and take action and do this before it happens again. Oh God, where to start? Backing up on social media, posting things about what you're up to, ongoing support, both on the other end of the telephone if needed, through the groups. The whole cadet program just goes the extra mile. The amount of information in there, you just can't even take all of it on board, but you know it's there, so that if you get to a point you suddenly go, oh no, I'm sure Daniel posted something about that, you can go and find it. It's truly something that you can't get. I've spoken to a lot of people who have done similar training with other trainers, and they are all amazed when I tell them the value and the content and the support that we get. Why wouldn't I recommend Daniel? The style of his courses are very professional. He's a very personable guy. He will talk straight to you, so you know exactly where you stand all the time. He will constantly encourage you to be the best person that you can be, and he feels you can be. And it's an ongoing development, and unlike so many, I'm self-employed, but I've got somebody saying to me, actually, you're doing a really good job, and that's really valuable. As a self-employed person, you don't have that. To be quite honest with you, as an employed person, I didn't have the backup and the support and the, you know, the whole sort of encouragement that I get through working with Daniel. So no, I wouldn't change it for the world. Get out there, join the programs, come and work with us. It's funny because Daniel lives abroad from where we are in the UK, and people say to me, why in God's name are you going to Taiwan to do a training course with an Australian who happens to live there, who you met in the UK and has trained you? And I'm like, because there is nobody else in the world that I would go and get any trainings from going forwards. So it's a friendship, I hope. It's a business relationship. It's a mentoring relationship. It's a coaching relationship. And although this might sound slightly weird, you know he's always looking at what you're doing. He stalks you on social media, and you can see because he pops up and he knows what you're doing, and you'll have a phone call with him and he's like, so, and you're like, oh God, what have I done now? But he's sort of an all-present figure, really. And at the end of the day, all he wants us to do is succeed and follow in his footsteps, and hopefully we all will. I have always been somebody that's prided myself on being very professional, on being quite structured, quite organised, offering something of very high quality. I come from a luxury hotel background, a teaching background where excellence in customer service and all those sort of things were very important to me. So Daniel offers that culture. It's slick, it's well presented, the quality is very high. There's no end of useful information, so you're not having to go look all over the place. It's the amount of time and effort that has been put into everything is just phenomenal. I would tell them that if they want transformational results, whatever money he asks, it's more than worth paying at least that, or if not double, to get the results, because that's what you will get. Invest in yourself. I didn't always have the money for the coaching that I've done and the training that I've done, but I have found it, because for me, I knew it would allow me to take my business to the next level.